The Middle East is heavily impacted by the Islamic religion, and this keeps people from being informed about the impacts of mental health on a person. The cultural stereotypes and media reports that keep people resilient to understanding they may need help or that they may even need it. A huge religious ideal is putting faith in God. So in the Middle East, it is hard to look past that and understand that mental health is not something negative and something that is considered demonic. People are discriminated against and kept from their necessities, and especially because people do not understand the importance of mental health, there are not a lot of resources and ways to help people that need it. Because of this, people with mental health problems either ignore it because they know they will be ashamed because of it, or they experience disadvantages and they think that there is something wrong with them and they will be ashamed to admit it. The estimated prevalence of mental illness in the Arab world ranges from 15.6% to 35.5%. This includes depression, anxiety, and somatization. Somatization is when someone experiences psychological distress in the form of somatic symptoms that include headaches, chest pains, back pain, nausea, or fatigue. Because people in the Middle East will not consider that this could be a psychological issue, they focus on physical issues and end up getting misdiagnosed with things that they may not have. The Middle East focuses on the cultural impact of mental health more than the religious. Even though Islam values the importance of good mental health and emotional well-being, as you are given one body and one vessel by God, and you need to try to take care of it as best as you can and return it the way that you got it. The cultural pride and resilience towards mental health keep people from understanding the importance of getting help and taking care of their bodies. In Islamic culture, there is Islamic psychology. Islamic psychology is the philosophical study of the psyche or the mind from an Islamic perspective, and it highlights the intricate composition of your inner self, how to bring peace, and overcome your inner turmoil. This is very similar to the methods used by cognitive behavioral therapy, as they both aim to alleviate distress from people by encouraging them to develop different behaviors. People in the Middle East, however, are encouraged to not discuss their problems with others and maintain their relationship with God. The Middle East needs to get more clinicians and more awareness of mental health and the stigma behind it. By focusing on the unique perspective of Arabs and those from the Middle East, we can begin to understand the cultural and religious impact of the society and begin to train clinicians on the relationship between cultural identity and mental health.